the lesson with some very simple warm-up exercises. But don't be fooled, these aren't just about kind of warming up your voice. These exercises are really good at building vocal strength, which will ultimately, hopefully, build your confidence in your voice and in your singing. But before we begin, you may be wondering who this very handsome man is next to me.
Sorry.
Very good.
Thanks.
This one. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Mike.
This is Mike. He is also my husband. I will say that very early on. So tell us just a little bit, because you are going to be my student for this lesson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So could you just say a little bit about, like, you know, where you are at with singing?
Oh, I like singing. I wouldn't say I wouldn't call myself a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm a performer, I'm an actor, so you know I use my voice. I always have done quite a bit, but I wouldn't say I was a singer. I think I can sing, but don't do it often enough to sort of strengthen it or kind of get the confidence in it in singing as well.
Even though you're married to a singing teacher?
Even though I'm married to a singing teacher, even though, my mum's a singer, not a professional singer, but she does lots of singing, as does lots of people in my family. Yeah. Yeah, you've not given me any lessons. That's the thing.
But we do have to put a disclaimer out. You have a bit of a cold at the moment, unfortunately.
A little bit bunged up, yeah.
So Mike, please don't judge his voice for...
You can judge away, but it's blame the cold.
So our first exercise, we're going to focus on breathing. I think it's really important that we start with breathing, because breathing is like the power to our voice, and obviously it begins in our lungs and in our diaphragm. And if we can strengthen this area, you know, our voice comes from here, here and here. So if we can strengthen this area, then it will make our singing a whole lot better and a whole lot easier. And there are other benefits with breathing to do with, you know, meditation and relaxation, as well as just staying alive. Yes,
it's a good benefit.
Thanks for that. So let's begin.
Cool.
Smart. Okay, we're gonna breathe in for 4 beats, and then we're gonna hold for 4 beats, and then we're gonna breathe out. But when we breathe out, we want to do a shh sound, and we're gonna do that for 8 beats. And then we're gonna go around again, and then we're gonna do a s for our 8 beats. Okay, so we might do it a few times. Okay, so just breathe along with you.
Yep.
Okay. So you might be breathing through your nose or through your mouth, depending on if you've got a cold or not.
I'll try my nose.
Okay, are we ready? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4. Let all your breath out now. Just let it keep going as long as you can. Caught you by surprise with that. Wonderful. And the joy of this exercise is that you can literally do it anywhere and no one will even really know. I often do it when I'm walking. Maybe you could do it while you're walking to a shift or back home from work, or maybe like between wards, or while you're on your coffee break. I don't know. You could literally do it anywhere.
Maybe not the toilet.
Maybe don't do it on the toilet.
May raise a few questions if people heard you breathing like that on the toilet.
Everything okay in there, Mike?
Yeah. Just finding a moment to do my breathing.
Especially if you're in a work environment, yeah, and people are waiting.
At home, it's fair game.
Yes. So our next exercise is something called lip bubbles. And these are really good for kind of getting our diaphragm involved in our breathing, which is really good for support and strengthening our voice. So it's really simple, and it's a bit like the sound that you often hear babies make. And it's okay if you struggle to do this. You've had a little bit of practice, so I know. But it's basically making like bubbles with your lips. So it sounds like this. And the key is not to smile. So don't smile. So it's literally just trying to make that sound. So do you want to have a go? Do you want to have a go at the same time? Yeah, wonderful. You might have struggled. Some people really struggle to do this, and that's absolutely fine. It's not a normal thing to do. So we're kind of training our diaphragm to kind of get involved in our singing, but it's a really, really good one for building strength and helping us sing better. So what the challenge is to try and do it for 4 beats, and then just to try and see if you can go as long as you can on your breath. Just keep doing bubbles. So however long that would be. So should we do a little challenge?
Fine.
So how many beats do you think you can get to?
Well, should I start with 4 and then maybe try 8?
Yeah, fine.
Is that all right?
Super. And you
You're
can
the teacher.
completely, they can try as well at the same time.
Join me.
Join me. We're going for 4 beats. Are you ready? 2, 3, 4. Easy? Maybe not so much easy? Okay.
I'm going to struggle with 8.
Okay, let's do 8 then. I'll count quickly. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, nearly.
7.
So maybe, you could get to 8 and then maybe try 12 and then keep going and see if you can last the breath. The next little part of this lip bubble is then you add your voice. So you sound a little bit more like a motorbike. Can you hear the difference? Do you want to try adding your voice to it? Cool. And
that should be easier, I think.
yeah? Okay. Cool. So maybe we could try the same thing again. So we're going to go for 4 beats, sounding like a motorbike. Are we ready? 2, 3, 4. And you might be laughing, you might be spitting everywhere. I feel a little bit soaked, yeah. So just keep trying to do it. So should we try to do 8 beats?
Let's do it.
Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, not 8.
And that's absolutely fine. Keep practicing these.
That was the cold.
Sure. Keep practicing these because I promise that will build up some really good strength. And again, a really good place to do this is actually when you're making a cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can kind of drown out the sound of your bubbles with a
that's
very
awkward.
Yeah. So if you're in like the staff room or something.
Get a cup of tea.
Yeah. So our next exercise is sirens, and these are going to be warming up our actual voice this time. We're going to be focusing on this area. And they are exactly how they sound. We're going to sound like little sirens. So what we're going to do is pretend that you have a golf ball in your mouth. But close your lips. And then we're going to make little siren sounds, just really gentle ones, not going too high or too low, but just kind of going up and down like this. Can you do that? Lovely, lovely. And then once you've kind of done that a few times, you could make that siren a little bit higher and a little bit lower, so sort of going through your range. Gobble back in. Ready? Lovely. Lovely. Okay, and if you feel ready to then, once you've done this a few times, you could sound like a full-on massive siren for an ambulance. So going really high, sort of a squeak. Don't push too much though, don't strain your voice. Just kind of make it nice and relaxed. So going okay? Lovely, fantastic. So nice and stretched. So we're stretching out all these muscles and warming them up. And again, this is something that you could do maybe while you're in the shower. That's where I often do them because the steam.
That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing in the shower. If you were worried.
Now I know.
If you thought there was an ambulance outside, it was me. Because the steam often helps. It's good for our our vocal folds. And so doing it in the shower, so you're on your own, not many people can hear you. And you know, if you want a real challenge, you can add those two exercises together, the lip bubbles and the sirens, so it sounds a bit like this. Lovely. So again, if you're up for the challenge and if you can keep doing those regularly, you'll really see a difference and an improvement in your voice. And our final warm-up exercise is this area, our face. We need to warm up our face if we're going to sing well. So all these muscles help with our voice too. And what I like to do is pretend that I'm shouting the vowels. Do you know what the vowels are?
A, E, I, O, U, yeah.
Top marks.
Thanks.
So pretend that you're shouting the vowels but without any voice involved, if that makes sense. So it looks like this. So if I say A, like really stretch your face.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah,
okay.
A. So A, stretch your face, pretend like you're shouting, that's it. And then an E, nice and stretchy. I, nice, yeah. And then an O, big O, good. And then a big ooh, you don't have to make the noise. Okay, and do it again. A, E, I, O, and then a ooh. Wonderful. And you can do this a few times. It's really nice, sort of stretching your face out. And then another little thing you can do is a little bit of sort of massaging along your jaw, because we hold a lot of tension in our jaw, especially, you know, after a stressful shift. And in stressful jobs, we tend to hold a lot of tension here in our jaw. I don't know if you like grind your teeth or anything like that. I know I do. So jaw massage is really good for just helping relax our jaw, relax us when we're singing, ease the tension going into our voice and into our speaking. So just a nice little massage on here. And I find this is amazing to do in the morning, just part of your morning routine. Maybe like after you brushed your teeth or something, you could just spend a couple of minutes next to the mirror, just warming up your face and just relaxing your jaw. So the final part of our warm-up, we are actually going to sing a song, and we've got breathing, voice and face all ready to go. So we're going to do a song that you will hopefully know. It's very well known. It's the William Tell Overture, or other people know it from The Lone Ranger. You know the yeah, you know it. See, told you. I know you need this as well to make sure you know it. But we're going to put some words to it, and they're very simple. If we have any Robin Hood fans, you a Robin Hood fan?
I guess I was.
You were, yeah, definitely. I used to love Robin Hood growing up. So this is we're basically going through all the characters of Robin Hood to the tune. So I'm just going to give you a little example. So it goes like this. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Hood, Hood. And you really want to roll your R's if you can, especially, you know, if you're Welsh, you'll be very good at this. So do you want to give it a go? And then I'll basically call out the next character, and then we will sing accordingly.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Let's go for it.
Are you ready? You can even do this if you want to. No, you're not going to, are you? Okay. Robin Hood, are we ready? Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood, 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 Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Hood, Hood. We're going up. Merry men, merry men, merry men, merry men, 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 merry men, merry men, merry men, 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 merry men, merry men, merry men, 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 merry men, merry men, men, men. Little John, Little John, Little John, Little John, 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 Little John, Little John, Little John, 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 Little John, Little John, Little John, 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 Little John, Little John, John, John. Last one. Be careful with this one. Friar Tuck. Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, 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 Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, 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 Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, 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 Friar Tuck, Friar Tuck, Tuck, Tuck. Well done. You did it without making any.
But I didn't roll my R's on them all.
You didn't roll your R's.
Okay.
So that's something you can work on.
I just forgot.
You just forgot,
Yeah.
but that's absolutely fine. It's a new song. As you kind of get to know it more, sing it more, you can really go for it and spit those words out, like really like Little John and Friar Tuck.
You were making some great faces.
Yes, that's the most important thing, and to have fun.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining in with this lesson. And Mike, how was your first singing lesson?
Good.
With me. I mean, the fact that we decided to record this whole thing.
There's no fights, which
No.
is good. Yeah, I enjoyed it actually. Yeah, I liked the reminder, I guess, and the challenge of trying to really engage diaphragm and abs while sort of breathing and singing, using that with all the bubbles and things.
And now you're going to have that William Tell song in your head for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I will.
You won't be able to sleep tonight.
No. Thanks for that.
Cool. So, now the next part of these videos is part 2, is where we are going to be somewhere else in a different location and learning a couple of songs together. So please join me for video 2.